It's that time of the year when the days grow shorter, and for all but 8 baseball teams, the baseball season goes a lot shorter. Only 4 left for the Seattle Mariners, and those 4 will be against the Oakland A's. The Mariners and the A's wrapping up the 2010 season. And to you all, a very pleasant good evening, everybody. It's great to be home for the Final Four. Dave Niehaus along with Mike Blowers. The Mariners have played Oakland very well here in Seattle this year.
Well, they have, and it's a good ballpark for Seattle to play the A's, and the A's not a club that hits a lot of home runs. Mariners pitching obviously has been very good this year. I think that is the biggest reason why.
All right, let's get to it. Doug Fister out on the mound for the Mariners, making his last start, has had great success against the A's this year. He is 3-1 against them this year. And the first pitch is foul backing out of play off the bat of Rajai Davis. The A's suffering their longest losing streak of the year. They have lost 6 in a row. And that pitch is swung on and hit to shallow right field, and Ichiro sliding in, can't make the grab. So Ichiro saluted for his 10th consecutive 200 hit season just before the ball game. And now let's look at the rest of the A's lineup, Mike.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Following Davis, it will be Barton, a patient hitter. Then it's Ellis and Suzuki, the catcher, hits 5th. Kuzmanov, Hermida. Carter, the rookie in left field, he hits 8th. And Pennington, the shortstop, will hit 9th.
So here is Derek Barton, the man that leads the league in bases on balls as you look at the stats for Doug Fister. And that's right at the knees for a strike, 1-1 the count. The man calling balls and strikes tonight is Bruce Greckman. Paul Emmel at first base, Bill Hahn at second, and Gary Darling is around at third. The Padres losing today 1-0 to the Cubs, and now it gets really, really dicey for San Diego, even though they closed out the season with a 3-game series against the San Francisco Giants. Certainly the Atlanta Braves kind of sitting in the catbird seat as far as the National League wild card is concerned now, too.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And a towering pop-up. And moving into foul territory, the third baseman, Matt Mangini kind of stumbled as he went after it, but made amends and got to it very easily. Let's look at the defense.
In the outfield will be Hallman in left. Goodyear is out in center field. Ichiro. And right across the infield, Mangini and Wilson on the left side of the infield. Figgins and Smoke on the right side. And Adam Moore will do the catching.
Hottest man in the lineup with the bat is at the plate right now for the A's. That's Mark Ellis. A 9-game hitting streak going for himself. And Fister in the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 the count. Around 15,000 or so here on this final Thursday night of the regular campaign. What do you think about the Felix Hernandez decision?
I thought it was the right one. I really do. I think in the end, as much as we all wanted to see him pitch one last time, as Davis takes off on the pitch.
And that ball is lined into right center field, going to drop for a base hit. So Davis will make it to third base.
But I thought overall, I thought it was the right decision. As you look at the numbers for Felix, the innings pitch is the big one for me, and the amount of pitches that he has thrown this year. Let's not forget, he's only 24 years old. He'd thrown 238 innings last year. I just didn't see the point in it.
And just in third of an inning shy of 250 innings this year. So he's been a workhorse. Jack Cust is the hitter. The Mariners 6-9 against the A's this year, but they've won 11 of their last 13 games here in Seattle against Oakland. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. And a line shot, 1 hopper. The third down to second, and the throw back to first. Nicely turned, double play. As the third baseman Mangini was over there with his shift on for Jack Cust. Have a look at it. Nice play. 5, 4, 3. And that will be that. We go to the bottom of the first. no score.
Thank you, Angie. And for the Mariners, that Ichiro Biggins in Gutierrez will hit third. Smoke, nice road trip for him. He had 3 home runs down in Texas. He will hit fourth. Moore, Mangini, Hallman, Saunders, the DH. He will hit eighth. And then Josh Wilson, nice turn with the double play there. The top of the first hits ninth. Take a look at the numbers for Gonzalez. 193 and 2/3 innings pitched for him. 163 strikeouts.
So we move into the bottom half of the first, and Ichiro with his 208 hits with 4 more games to go takes the Gio Gonzalez breaking ball high and a little bit inside ball 1 ball and no strikes to count. And make it 2-0. Just a pull into left field to start off the ball game.
This is with a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball up and out over the plate. Slaps a line drive into left field.
Here comes the hottest bat in the lineup. He had 4 hits yesterday. He has hit 300 since the All-Star break. We're talking about Sean Pickens, who's got that batting average up to 265. Ichiro will draw the throw. Ichiro with 41 stolen bases, the man at the plate. Sean Pickens with 42 stolen bases. Low and outside. The A's now, after being in second place for a long time, have been leapfrogged by the Angels by a game. Angels are a game ahead of Oakland for second place. And that's foul off the first base side. And you say, so what? Well, isn't there a little bit of money for a second place finisher?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe that there is. And I know that the A's would like to finish their year at 500 if they can. It's going to be a tough one to do that, but I think that's an important thing that they want to try to accomplish here. And to do that, they're going to have to win all the games. So unlikely that happens. Everybody has their own little thing at the end of the year they want to do, you know, if they're not going to the postseason. But yeah, I think finishing second would be important. They'd like to try to do that.
The A's have had excellent pitching all year long, as have the Mariners, of course. Breaking ball. Can they turn 2? There's 1, and there's 2. So 4-3 on that double play. By the way, if you are scoring, the double play that ended the first inning for the A's went 5-6-3, not 5-4-3 with a shift on. The throw went to Josh Wilson, who's over on first base side of second. If you care and you score. Franklin Gutierrez, the hitter now. One of the great hopes for the Mariner future is in uniform tonight, although he is not going to pitch here this year. He figures to be right in the thick of the battle for a spot in the rotation next year. And a swing and a miss. He's the minor league player of the year. His name is Michael Pineda. And he had a tremendous year, both at AA and in AAA.
No surprise for you. I know when I showed up in spring training this year, he was the guy you were raving about.
Man, everybody was. And on the count. I mean, there are flamethrowers, and then there are flamethrowers.
Is he the second?
He's the second. Yeah. Right to third base. Kuzmanoff will throw him out, and we will move into the second inning of play. Oktoberfest right here at Safeco Field. We're not that far away from October, are we? No, about 4.5 hours. No score after one. The official beer of the first inning. Let's check out the crowd in the Budweiser first inning and see who's enjoying the game. Oh, yeah. There they are out there on Oktoberfest night here at Safeco Field. Have a great night. As we go into the second inning of play, Kurt Suzuki, the catcher, will lead it off. Ball one ball and no strikes the count. Tomorrow night, it'll be Luke French, then David Pauly on Saturday, Sunday. Quite frankly, they're not exactly sure who's going to pitch on Sunday now that Felix Hernandez has been eliminated from that start, and that's right on the black, 1-2.
Well, you know, the big announcement with Felix today, obviously, but if you think about it, Doug Fister, career high in innings pitched for him this year. Vargas, by far, Vargas at 192. And Doug coming into the game 165 2/3.
The man right there, Jason Vargas, could easily be a 15 to 18 game winner.
I would agree.
Had a great year. Towering high fly ball to deep left field, right down the line, but foul. the oil in this A's machine. He's an outstanding young receiver.
Well, he's become their veteran guy in their lineup now.
So one away. These are two ball clubs that basically don't have any power. They have both hit exactly 100 home runs. It's the lowest in baseball. And they both like to run.
They both need to run.
That's
right. I think it's a necessity. You just mentioned no power. You better move it on the bases, and that's what they do. Something the A's have changed. That they used to never steal bases. They'd wait around for the 3-run homer, but as you mentioned, Dave, they don't hit the home run anymore. As Kuzminoff is going to base it up the middle.
Right over the bag at second, on into center field for the third hit. So 1 out, 1 on. And Jeremy Hermida spent most of the year in the Red Sox organization. Will step up to the plate, hitting only .215.
Well, David, you happy to put the suitcase away for a little bit?
You better believe it, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Aren't you?
Yes, yeah. That was enough mileage in an airplane this year. Thank you very much.
And strike his knees. I think we're going to add about 10,000 miles next year.
Yeah.
To our 50.
And a bunch more wins, right?
Oh, a lot more wins. A lot more wins. And a breaking ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Although, as you see our tracker, that was a strike.
I know you're like me, too. You're excited to watch the postseason and all the games. And they start Wednesday, right?
They start Wednesday.
Yeah.
They start Wednesday. Play ball. And nicely turned 1 more time. So both innings, the first and the second, ending on a double play. This time 4-6-3. We go to the bottom half of the second. No score. Nice failed Dungeness grab there. Get that meat out of there. Nice bite right there. As we move into the bottom half of the second inning, a salute to the Banner Bank Building of the Future note tonight concerns the man stepping up at the plate, Justin Smoke. During the just completed 9-game road trip, 8 games in the 9 days, he hit 300, 9 for 30, 3 home runs, and he's hit home runs in the last 3 consecutive games. So he's been putting on a show, and he did most of it down there in Texas. So that had to do his heart good, didn't it?
I think so. He had struggled, obviously, when he first came over in the trade, and he ended up going down.
And it's laced in the left field for a base hit. Toward the corner. Smoke turns, heads for second, and he will go in standing up with a leadoff double here in the second inning.
Yeah, maybe he's just starting to relax a little bit more and letting some of his talent come through as he jumps on this pitch. It's a breaking ball, and he hits it hard in the left field, right in the middle of the plate.
And Adam Moore will be the hitter.
And he's hit the ball hard from both sides of the plate. It's a good sign.
Strike to Adam at the knees.
Kuzmanov in on the grass at third. Take the bunt away. I don't think Adam will be bunting.
On play. 2 strikes. Gio Gonzalez from the Miami area. Fastball bingo right there.
Batting 6, the third baseman, number 61.
So one away, strikeout number 1. Tomorrow now, big night. We want to say thank you, all of you fans, for your great season-long support. You're going to want to be in attendance because the Mariners, when they play the A's tomorrow night, more prizes given away throughout the night than ever before. Prizes including autographed jerseys, a 42-inch TV, round-trip airline tickets, an iPod, and more. For tickets, you can visit mariners.com. Matt Mangini, as one of the youngsters, just called up after the AAA season ended. 1 ball and 1 strike down.
Well, if he's going to play through the weekend, he's going to see some pretty good left-handed pitching coming his way. Gonzalez, nice young pitcher in this league.
And if you talk to Darren Brown and Ed Mangini at Tacoma, Mangini may be the one guy that surprised him more than anybody else on that team this year. The way he progressed.
Yep, he told me the same thing. I talked to him in Toronto about some of the younger guys, and that's what he said about him too. But you know, he put up the numbers, and he's here, and I like the way he swings. I think he has a good approach at the plate.
Low.
But you know, the younger guys have struggled since they've come up, and that's to be expected first time through. He'll get Brett Anderson on Saturday, Dallas Braden on Sunday, along with this guy, Gonzalez. Some left-handed pitching for you. Pretty good test.
I think you've heard me say it before, but other people concur that the 2 toughest times to judge talent in September and in spring training. And why, you say? Well, first of all, in September you've got so many different guys coming up from AAA level, and sometimes you're not facing what you would the normal time of the year. In spring training, you're trying to put together a club, and it can be fool's gold down there when you see somebody hit 400. It looks like he's going to tear the cover off the ball, and you know deep in your heart he's not ready to play yet.
I think in spring training, you're right. The numbers get inflated in a hurry, especially in Arizona. It's a great place to hit, and I think that you're right about that. But so far from what we've seen from these guys, every pitcher that they've had to face are pitchers that have pretty much been here all year.
Yeah. This is Hallman looking for his second hit. His first hit was an RBI producing double.
But I think one of the things that you can get is you can see how they handle themselves. You know, the struggles that they're going through now. How do they deal with that? What are their work habits like?
And that's a bullet right to the third baseman, Kuzmanov. So here in the second, leadoff double, but Smoke stays at second base. A familiar story. We go to the third. High score.
Shortstop number 2, Felix Hernandez.
All right, here in the third inning, Chris Carter has just led off with a single, a line drive into center field as Pennington steps up to the plate. Chris Carter, a kid that the A's are very high on, hit 31 home runs at Sacramento this year with 94 RBIs, kind of their Greg Hallman. And that pitch is swung on as Carter is put in motion down to second base, and Hallman's agent is former Mariner outfielder Dave Henderson. Not Hallman's agent, but Carter's agent. Yes. Carter's agent is Hender. One ball and one strike. And that's a line drive that's caught. The throw back to first base, not in time, and it gets by Smoke. And Carter moves down to second base. That would be an error on Josh Wilson.
Yeah, it'll be an E6. It looks like the throw actually hits Carter in the back. Take a look at it. Josh gets rid of it quickly, and it does. It hits him in the back. You can see Smoke trying to get around him as Carter comes back in. So that'll be an error on Josh.
22nd error by Josh Wilson. And in the air, the bunt, and it's caught nicely by Adam Moore down the third base line in foul territory. Time for our AT&T trivia question. Justin Smoke became the fourth Mariner rookie to collect home runs in 3 straight games yesterday. Who is not on that list? Is it Rupert Jones, Alvin Davis, Danny Tartabull, or Hindu? Just talking about Hindu. One of those 4 is not on that list. A rookie to hit home runs in 3 straight games. Derek Barton, a strike to him. It's an easy one.
Yeah, we know the answer to that.
Yeah.
We actually talked about it yesterday.
ball and 1 strike.
"28 pitches for Doug. 20 strikes, 8 balls. Doing what you have to against the A's, especially with this guy at the plate leading the league with 109 walks. They're a patient club. I think that's one of the reasons why Doug has really pitched well against them. He's a strike thrower. Things are going well. He'll keep the ball on the ground, but he'll make you swing it.
And a line drive at Ichiro to come in and make the catch. And a throw to the plate, and that baby is going to be in time. He didn't make the catch on the hop, and he throws out Chris Carter. What a throw by Ichiro. Ichiro took that right off his shoelaces and then fired a bullet. Great throw. Had him easily. So, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left. Still no score. For Ichiro and that sinking line drive that he played on the short hop off the bat of Derek Barton, and they tried to score Carter, and he was out by 4 or 5 feet. Great throw by Ichiro as Mike Saunders steps in to lead it off. And Gio misses inside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. One and 1. Gio, 25 years of age. Two and 1. Sounds like he broke his bat. This is right in on his hands, and he hits a little pop-up to Marcellus at second base. Now our Coors Light freeze can. This is the throw by Ichiro as he short hops that ball, and it was no contest. Look at him. Great job of blocking the plate, too, there.
Because he was out by a pretty good margin. Adam had plenty of time to catch the throw. He set himself up for a little bit of a slide in there. Saw today that Hamilton will be in the lineup tomorrow for the Rangers. That's good news. Hopefully
yes,
things will go well. It sounds like he'll play through the weekend. Trying to get ready for the postseason.
And a ground ball into the hole on the right side. As Wilson is aboard with 1 down. Also, the Twins getting I think a little bit of promising news if they go deeper into the playoffs, because Justin Morneau worked out with them for the first time today. Also took some ground balls, also took some batting practice, but they are saying that if he's going to be ready, it probably won't be until the American League Championship Series. So they'd have to win the Division Series before he's back in the lineup. What an addition that would be.
That would be a huge pickup if they can make it that far. The encouraging thing is even if they go into the winter to try to see that he's healthy.
And that's a foul down the third base. I think this year we have heard more about concussive injuries than any time I can remember.
Well, he missed the last 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Long time.
One on each row. Right down the middle. Goes, the pitch swung on and foul at the plate. So Ichiro just protecting the runner that time. As pitch may have been a little bit outside. Josh Wilson back to the bag at first.
Josh picked a good pitch to run on, a slow breaking ball. Ichiro with a couple of strikes, just fighting it off.
Far inside.
Not much of a move from Gonzalez.
No.
Pretty easy for the base stealers to read him.
Josh hasn't been caught this year. He's 5 for 5. And a ground ball back to the mound. And a high throw and out at second base. Coming down on the bag is Pennington just in time to get Josh Wilson. So they put out 1-6. Give me the answer to our AT&T trivia question. Justin Smoak became the 4th Mariners rookie to collect home runs in 3 straight games. Who is not on that list? 39% of you said Danny Tartabull, but you're wrong. Alvin Davis is the man not on that list. As a rookie, he did not hit home runs in 3 consecutive games. Danny Tartabull hit 4 home runs in 4 consecutive days twice his rookie year. So here's Figgy. There he is. Hope you come out and take a curtain call on Sunday so the fans can show their appreciation at the way that man pitched this year. Should win the Cy Young Award. Doesn't mean he will, but he should. Look at that. Third of an inning shy of 250 innings. Look at all the firsts.
3,700 pitches thrown this year.
goes to 2-1 now. Very pleasant night, a cool night, but 65 degrees. That's very nice. Very pleasant evening. As we begin the final 4 games of the year here at home this year. And about down the third baseline, but he kicks off foul. Obviously, saw that third baseman Kuzminov was playing behind the bag. He had an easy base hit.
I don't think there's any question Kuzminov was playing a little bit deep. Keeps it fair. He would have been able to walk to first.
I think he takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Full count. So Ichiro goes now. And the 3-2 is down low, ball 4. So again, the Mariners, a couple of base runners here in the third inning with 2 down. They threaten, and Franklin Gutierrez will step up to the plate. Gutierrez hit a sharp ground ball to Kuzminov to end the first. Speaking of Alvin Davis, Gutierrez wearing Alvin's old number, 21. Rookie of the year in 1984. First Mariner inducted into the Mariners Hall of Fame. In the dirt.
So far, Gonzalez has struggled throwing his breaking ball for strikes in the game. And bouncing him up there, hasn't had a good feel for it.
Down the middle. Biggins over at first base and Ichiro down at second. Bob Guerin re-upped again for next year by Billy Beane as a skipper of the A's. And a curve full foul down the third baseline. Again, and it swung on and missed, and again the Mariners leaving 2 more out there. So as we go into the 4th inning of play, still the Mariners nothing and the A's nothing.
cuss.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. High-level defense by the Mariners in the first third of this ball game here. A couple of double plays in each row with the 7th assist. Good start defensively. Now a couple of runs.
Yeah, they're struggling with men in scoring position so far in the game. 0 for 3 in that category, and somebody's going to have to come up with a base hit. Doug, so far, he's been in trouble too, but as you mentioned, a couple of double play balls, a nice throw and play by Adam Moore at the plate to keep this a 0-0 game.
Here's Ellis popping one up. Coming in is Ichiro. He'll make a catch. Ellis had a base hit back in the first inning. Doug Fister trying to get a W here in his final start in 2010. Knocked around last time in Tampa Bay last Saturday. 6 innings. 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Jack Cust, he hit into a double play in the first. Jack's fallen off his recent pace, just 12 home runs this year. There's a guy lines it over Figgins' head for a base hit. The guy's usually in the high 20s in the home run department. 1 out, 1 on here in the 4th. Let's check out our U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game. Speaking of Doug Fister, how about his 1.74 walks per 9 innings this season, second in franchise history to Jamie Moore's 161 back in 1998. We wish Jamie a happy recovery from his groin injury he had in midseason, and we'll look forward to him pitching with his heart card next year.
And he will be.
I'm counting on it. I'm sure he has plans. Kurt Suzuki, the catcher. His A's have struggled. Lost 7 of their last 10, including 6 in a row. Swing and a miss by Kurt.
Come on, Doug. Can't handle high heat.
How many calls did you get on the ending of yesterday's contest in Texas?
Too many.
So on it fell back. I had a buddy of mine in Arizona. What the heck? Hey, can I tell you?
Been that kind of year. See it all.
Strikeout, wild pitch, 8-2. Runner scores in the first. May that be the last time we see the Mariners lose a game like that. Good grief. Big Flavel. Goody's going to take this one. 2 down. Well, you know, you can at least check it off for wacky endings from 2010. You got that box is checked. 2 outs, 1 on. Kevin Kuzminov, third baseman. And the Giants win 4-1 over Arizona. The Cubbies stopped the Padres 1-0. So the Giants and the Padres open up a 3-game series tomorrow. Giants up. This too airborne. Figgins will get his hands on it. He'll do it. So they get a man on, and Jack Cust left stranded. No score here at Safeco Field. score here, bottom of the fourth, as the Mariners and the A's wrap up the 2010 season. We check out the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Take you to Sunday and say bye-bye to 2010, and then the playoffs will happen, and they begin on Wednesday. The American League should be fun. Boy, there are some good clubs there. Yankees, Rays, Twins, and Rangers.
With the Rays lost, they're all tied up now, right? Half-game lead on New York.
Yep.
New York, I think, has the night off, so the Rays, with their loss, they will be tied up.
Both teams at 94 and 65. Justin Smoak doubled into the left field corner. First time up. Here's to the rapid development and continued development of Mr. Smoak. Switch hitting power hitter. Boy, he could loom large here in Seattle for a lot of years. Here's Russell Brandon. May not see him in action this weekend. 3-0. And Gonzalez walks Smoak on 4 pitches. Check out a Coors Light Cold Hard Blast. Speaking of development, you saw the beginnings of it here. 3 consecutive games down in Texas. He homers off of C.J. Wilson. Next night, sends one straight away, and then this one lands about 6-7 feet below where the home run number 2 ended. So nice job by Smoak to run his home run total of 13 and RBIs 46. Here's Adam Moore. Breaking ball up high. Adam looked at an 0-2 fastball right down the pipe there. Struck out looking in the second inning. And Mangini struck out on a curveball from Gio Gonzalez.
Gonzalez just not sharp. 50 pitches for him now. 28 strikes, 22 balls. Has not had a good feel for his breaking ball. I think as a hitter, you can just go ahead and file that one and sit on a fastball. Take a look at his pitch counts. 22 pitches back in the third. Kurt Young, the pitching coach, go out and have a conversation with him, former left-handed pitcher.
Good one, too. Quick appearance by Kurt. 2-0 to Adam Moore. Matt Mangini on deck. Lost the feel indeed. 3-0. Gonzalez has had good numbers against the Mariners. 3-1 in his career. 2-0 this year. There's a strike. Had a Moorhead yesterday off. 2 for 4 on Tuesday. Pitch down low. So the Mariners have 2 free passes, couple runners on. That is walk number 3. Walk number 3.
Well, these are the situations this year, Dave, that the Mariners were not able to cash in the runs. And now you have the kids playing, a lot of young kids in this lineup, more with the walk. Now you have Mangini, Holman behind him, then Saunders. The young guys are going to have to get it done this inning.
That struck out on a 2-2 curveball last time. Good spot for him here. Lays down the bunt. It's fair. It's a good one. Kuzman throws to Barton. Sacrifice executed beautifully by Matt Mangini.
Now this is just a perfect bunt. Drops it down, makes the third baseman come in, Kuzman off and field it. Want to bunt it firmly, so he has to make the play. That way the runners can move up easily.
Nice job. His first major league sacrifice. Greg Holman, first big league start in left field. He started in the outfield couple of weeks ago in the playoffs here, in the PCL playoffs.
He hit the ball hard his first time up, lined out to the third baseman, Kuzminoff.
During my visit with him on a pregame roundtable show on the radio, real affable young man. As you would expect, he's got a lot of confidence. He had a great year, 33 home runs in the minors as you look at Gio Gonzalez's numbers. Pretty effective with the bases empty. And the batting average check. The breaking ball gets Hallman. 1 out. Runners in scoring position. 2 down, Smoke. And more are the base runners, and now Michael Saunders with an opportunity. Saunders with a broken bat looper caught by the second baseman Ellis.
That's 4 breaking balls in a row. All 3 breaking balls down and into Hallman. Hit the outside corner on the first pitch with Saunders. He ended up breaking his bat the first time up. Jammed him with a good fastball.
Another breaking ball. 1-1.
Those pitches just off the plate away.
Check swing, and everybody got out of the way of that foul ball. Couple of runs out there for Saunders. 2 outs, 1 and 2. Do it again. Gonzalez, no decisions in his last 2 outings. His last win, he beat the Mariners September 8th back in Oakland 4-3. Went 6 2/3 in that contest. Just got enough. It gives Saunders a big gap between Davis and Hermida, the center fielder and right fielder. If he can stick something in there. All 2 strikes. There you go. No, he didn't, says Crew Chief Gary Darling. Good spot here for Saunders to make something happen. 2 and 2 with 2 outs and 2 on.
Well, we'll find out if he wants to throw 3 breaking balls in a row. First base is open. Josh Wilson on deck. Get a nice base hit his first time up. Hit the ball hard in the right field.
He's got to give. 3 and 2. Put it back.
Nice battle. Nice pitch coming up for Saunders. Good fastball inside.
Bases are loaded. Nice job by Saunders. All 3 men are aboard via the walk. Looking for a little cash in here.
Yeah, Gonzalez has not been sharp, and I think if you can show some discipline, Josh has been around long enough now to lay off some of those breaking balls that are down in the dirt. Our hitter's helping him out a little bit, chasing some pitches.
Strike one. Base hit to right for Josh. His first time up. Oh, and 2. Base runners Smoke, Moore, and Saunders. Josh Wilson had yesterday off. 0 for 4 on Tuesday. Just got a piece to keep this at bat alive.
Another breaking ball looked like it would have probably been in the dirt. A bit tougher to lay off those pitches now with 2 strikes. You want to protect home plate. You know that Gonzalez has the good fastball. He's thrown 94 miles an hour in the game so far.
Here's the 0-2. Center field, Rajay Davis has a beat on it. Mariners leave the bases loaded in the 4th inning. 3 free passes could not cha-ching. No score here at Safeco Field. Great look at Elliott Bay. Beautiful night here in Seattle. No score, top of the 5th. Mariners just left the bases loaded and couldn't get anybody home. Bottom 3rd of the order for the Athletics. Here's Jeremy Hermida. Met the start of this guy's year. He's with Boston, playing left field. There's a pop-up foul territory. Adrian Beltre. Kaboom. Who was left standing? Adrian Beltre, not this guy. Broke a rib.
Adrian took out a couple of guys.
They got Ellsbury, and Ellsbury never came back. He came back that one time for a couple of hiccups and just couldn't do it. Made a hit into a double play in his first at bat. No runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Athletics. They've left 2, no runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Mariners. They've left 5. Base hit for Oakland. double plays have helped Pfister tonight, plus a Nitro assist. Gunning down Chris Carter at the plate. Here comes Mr. Carter, pride of the Athletics farm system. 16,940 on hand here tonight at Safefield Field.
Go first. Red zone starts to move.
Stick by Adam Moore. I think it was it was the second time. Last time these guys were in, Carter made his debut. The A's Organizational Player of the Year, second consecutive season. 329, 28 homers, 115 RBI, and 138 games of AA and AAA. Still learning, led all of minor league baseball with 179 hits. 3-0. Pfister's given up more hits. He's had much better control than Gonzalez. Pretty well left center field. Going back Hallman giving way to Gutierrez. One out, one on here in the fifth. Make sure you visit the official online shop of the Seattle Mariners at mariners.com. Browse the largest online selection of authentic team gear, including official caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. So get your team gear straight from the source. Shop the mariners.com shop. The Pennington, the shortstop, is going to stand in, hit a hard line drive to Mariners shortstop Josh Wilson. Skies this one. Petro coming in. Two down, one on. Tip of the cap to Cito Gaston. Was in his final home game at Toronto last night. I like how the guys drew on the mustaches in honor of Cito, one of the great gentlemen in all of baseball and a two-time world champion. 92-93 Blue Jays. Davis up the middle with a base hit. Stopping at second is Hermida.
Didn't get the mustache.
What's that?
I didn't get it.
What do you mean? He's got one of the best mustaches in baseball. That's one of his trademarks. Was it Travis Snyder hit a home run? He took some shoe polish and drew one across. Cito's a good man.
Yes, he is.
He's going to be missed.
He's going to continue to work for them in the front office, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to do it from down in Florida. Very vibrant. He's about 64, 65 years old. Vibrant. Here's Derek Bart, Major League leader in walks. Fouled out to Mangini at third. Got a base hit to right. Pfister in some trouble trying to get out of it with 2 outs. Fouled into Moore's glove, 1-2. Pfister's had a nice run of success against the Athletics. 4-1, a 1.80 ERA in 6 games. This year, 3-1 in 4 games on an ERA, 1.96. He lost his first game and has won 3 in a row. Going 2 out, 2 on. Josh Wilson. Nice job by Smoke to come off the back and keep the ball in play. The bases are loaded for the Athletics. And an infield hit by Barton loads him up.
It looked like Mangini started to go after the ground ball on the left side. Decided to get out of the way for Josh. I'm not sure he would have been able to get there. No, he wouldn't have. Josh did everything that he could, but the ball just not hit hard enough to make a play. To your point, Dave, nice job by Smoke. If you know the guy's going to be safe, come up and get the ball. Don't let it get by you.
Mark Ellis. Strike one to Mark, the second baseman for the Aces, 1 for 2. That comes right after. Oh, and 2. Move his feet there.
After throwing him a couple of breaking balls for strikes, move him around a little bit, see if he can open up the outer half of the plate again. That's where he wants to go to get Ellis out. A good idea.
Left-handed power hitter Jack Cust off that pitch. No. 2-2. Jack can see there. Cust 1 for 2. Ellis is demanding once right now. 9 hits for the A's. Fister's kept him off the board. Stumble. How about that? How about that ball?
Yeah, it looked like he caught his spike as he started to go home.
Oh, man. See the crazy ending yesterday. Now bases loaded balk.
Gary.
Yep, you can see him. He just catches a spike, loses his balance.
Boy, talk about a tough break. 2-2 to Ellis. But the last time we saw somebody stumble like that, there was nobody on. It wasn't in the last month or so. I remember seeing it. Can't remember who, but I do remember seeing it. I think it was here too.
Well, he's not the first, and he won't be the last. It happens from time to time.
Up high, full count. Told that not too long ago, Justin Duscher lost an extra inning game on a balk. Yikes. 3-2, 2 outs. Pitch to Ellis.
Well, he's made him work in this inning. He's been efficient, just single digits in 3 of the other 4. Well over 20 pitches in this one.
Pitch off the fist. Mangini, Wilson, nobody. Another run scores. Couldn't have hit it in a more perfect spot. Mark Ellis, infield, RBI, base hit.
Not often you see a pitcher dive for a ground ball, but I think Doug knew that this ball, not hit hard, there wasn't going to be much of a play. So he tried to get a piece of it as it really jams Ellis hard. You see Doug coming off the mound. The ball's already by him. Josh does the right thing. He would not have been able to get him at first. Eat it. Don't throw it away.
Run of tough luck here for Fister.
Back-to-back infield hits along with a balk.
Barton at third, Ellis at first. Here's Jack Cust. Boy. About 2 months from now, you wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat with a memory of a couple of these plays. It'll be understood. 0-2 to Cust. Here's your story. Mariners left the bases loaded back in the fourth. Cust fouls one off. Ellis was running on the play. That even is a greater indicator of what's happening this far. What has happened? It's all this inning pitch.
Doug has had to throw a lot of pitches in this inning. Pitch count was in great shape. Still isn't bad, but had to work hard in this one.
It has spiked in this inning. 28 pitches. Boy, they got him. Now what do they do? Breaking for home. They got Barton. Nothing there. Everybody's safe.
Well, they get him picked off at first, and the mistake is Justin Smoke. He needs to run at the runner. Didn't quite. You got to get the runner committed. Barton. Take a look at it. Nice move, little fake. They get him. Justin doing the right thing. You have to keep an eye, and then he just spins and throws to home. It would have been better off to just keep running at Barton over at third.
Stolen base for Ellis, his seventh. Pitch to Cust up high. Cust, the seventh man to bat here for the Athletics. 1-2. Looper, that's trouble. That's 6. 2-run score. Are you kidding me? It's jammed, fights it off, picks up 2 RBI. And it's 4-0 A's. Wow, man.
Now 3 hits of the last 3 hits. I don't think you need a glove to catch him. Couple of infield ground balls, and then this jams Cust again. Pitch up in the zone. He just flares it in the left. That'll cost Doug a couple of more runs. So the rundown becomes huge. That could have gotten him out of the inning. Instead, it turns into 2 more runs. And Doug now, what is it, 30 pitches in the inning?
Yep. And mounting. And in case of emergency, break glass. They got somebody warming up.
It's like Brian Sweeney. Another jam shot.
That'll do it. 4 runs on 5 hits. Leave them in. A's 4-0. Worthy cause. Thank you, Angie. And how about the Mariners? If they didn't have bad luck, yeah, they wouldn't have any at all. 5th inning, 4 2-out hits, the longest one about 140 feet. Throwing a balk in there. And you thought you saw some wackiness yesterday. 1-0 to Ichiro Figgins with Gutierrez. Slaps one to center field. Davis spikes up to make the catch. 1 out here in the 5th inning. And if you're looking for a way to save money going to and from the airport, take Link Light Rail. For schedules, visit soundtransit.org. 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors for the Athletics. No runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Mariners. They've left 5, including the bases loaded in the 4th. Hello to Figgins. Don't forget Thursday. That's going on right now. Complete auction action going on here. You get a chance to watch batting practice next year. It's up for grabs. Spend an inning here in the FSN TV booth. About opening night tickets 2011. The Oakland Pitching Clinic. For your kids, I like this one for your kiddies. 2011 Mariner Moose Birthday Tour. Mariner Moose get lucky and be able to perform with Katy Perry like Elmo did on Sesame Street last week. Higgins hit into a double play and walk.
I think the other thing too with Gonzalez struggling through the first 4 innings of this game. Now that he has a 4-0 lead, he hasn't been able to find his breaking ball. Well, now he can just pump fastballs and be much more aggressive. That'll certainly help him out.
3-2 to Figgins. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts now for Gonzalez. That's 4 walks. Quick 2 outs here in the 5th. Very pleasant night. Great to be back in Seattle. Wrap up this 2010 season. Our Quest High Speed pitch brought to you by Quest High Speed Internet. Gio Gonzalez topping at 94, just ahead of Doug Fister. Here's Goody 0 for 2. Round out the 3rd and a strikeout. To the shortstop. Mariners are dismissed. 1-2-3 in the 5th. Angels have a 4-0 lead. lead. They sent 8 men to the plate in the 5th inning, and if you look just above the A in Safeco. There we go. Woohoo! Kevin Kuzminoff, Jeremy Hermina, and Chris Carter. He's jamming a lot of guys, and he's not getting any benefit from it. My goodness, he's jamming people and they're coming up with base hits.
Some nights it's like that, Dave.
Wow.
Another good fastball, a good pitch. They want to go inside. He gets it there. Difference of pitch is up in the zone. Let's see where it's up. If it's down a little bit, maybe he hits it on the ground and you can get an out. He fights it off for a base hit.
Just joining us in the 5th inning. Mr. had 1 on, 2 out, and gives up 4 straight hits. The longest went maybe 140 feet. Throwing a balk. A's have 4 runs. 12 hits. That could be trouble. Moves foul. You have to bring that quote back for another time. Your second time the second half of the season. But when you have a game like this, Super John Williamson, New Jersey Nets, circa 1973, sometimes it just be that way. And just for variety, about a month later after a 30-point loss, they came back with it bees that way sometimes. Thanks, Sue. What, 81 games in 82 games in the NBA. I think they won 23 games.
Sometimes it'd be that way too many times.
You ain't lying. Sheesh. Armida in into a double play. Single to center. He came around and scored on a balk. Hammered but foul. Look out. One of the defenders wasn't looking. Jeez. Missing by much. Stopped him in his tracks. Everybody's okay. Ryan Sweeney continues to heat up. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hallman gets there, makes the catch. So Hallman, his first put out, Safeco Field.
A nice play. There's a nice jump on that ball. I thought it had a chance to drop in, but he gets a good jump, comes over and makes the play. It looks like he breaks his belt on the play.
Oh, jeez.
New wardrobe?
Remember where it's in Texas? Yeah, Rob Nodine had a belt waiting. Last time we saw this in Texas, they had to pinch run Jared Washburn. Wasn't that the one where he came out and didn't have a belt and he had to go back and get it last year?
Yeah, that's correct. It was Wash.
Well, we have this haberdashery pause. Let's check in with Angie Minton. All right, thank you, Angie. Back in the old days on those the double nits, and you just snapped them closed, you wouldn't have that problem. Never liked those uniforms.
No, I'll deal with a broken belt every now and then.
Absolutely. Certain times you want that form-fitting uniform, and other times you don't. Chris Carter. Base hit, the 3rd thrown out and pulled by Eater. Wow, boy, that thing got crunched. Man, did he hit that a long way. Man, 2-run homer by Chris Carter, his 2nd of the year. 2-run shot, 6-0 A's. That had some giddy up.
And Darren Brown now coming out to the mound. 83 pitches for Doug. It looks like that'll be it.
So some bad luck and then a big 2-run homer. Bad 5th and a bad 6th for Doug Fister. 6-0 Athletics. Third base side. The problem is if you have a fear of 13 and you're a Mariner fan, look at that. 13 hits thus far, and here's number 13, and this one hurt. Chris Carter squared it up and unleashed, and everybody in the building was going as soon as he hit it. It had the sound, it had the look, and it had the carry. Home run number 2 for Carter. It's 4th RBI.
Numbers for Brian Sweeney. 3.41 ERA, 34 1/3 innings pitched for him. 13 strikeouts, only 5 walks.
Fister threw 4 and shutout ball, 6 hits, and then trapdoor came unhinged. He's given up 6 runs. And an inning and a third. Fister did not walk anybody. It's the other problem. It's 13 hits, 6 runs all in. Walking a home run. And no Ks.
81 pitches for him. 1 extra base hit. That was the last one. A lot of jam shots, a lot of infield hits. Just wasn't his night tonight. He made some good pitches. Ended up with base hits and costing him.
Sure did. Takes his ERA from 3.91 to 4.11. Not the kind of information he was looking for.
No, not on his last appearance after he's pitched well all year. He would like to walk out of here with an ERA under 4. That's not going to happen.
Meanwhile, Sweeney's run a full count on Pennington, shortstop. 1 out, 2 in. Ajay Davis, the leadoff man, he's on deck. Sweeney walks his first man. 1 out, 1 on. And a couple runs in. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. First time Doug Fister's ERA has been north of 4 since April 8th. was the opener. He loses to these Athletics 6-2. He went 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs in it. Strike one to Rajay Davis. 2 for 3. Ryan Sweeney made very impressive 2010 Mariner debut in Milwaukee. Long relief stint for an interleague playback in June. Oh, 2 strikes. Hazel 13 hits, just in the 6th. Josh Wilson under his glove. Digging for third will make it Pennington. A's runners at the corners, 1 out.
It's a ground ball back up the middle. And Josh would have had him only play would have been at second if he came up with it. Davis and his speed, I don't think they would have turned a double play on that.
14th hit. Barton, the 6th man to the plate here in the 6th inning. Retreat, 2 down. And here comes Mark Ellis, second baseman, 2 for 3 with a run scored, a stolen base. He was at the dish when Pfister got his spikes caught, balked in a run, scoring Hermida in the 5th inning. On it goes. Throw down to second, into center field, another run, 7-0. Davis will get third easily. Davis's 48th stolen base, and that throw never had a chance. Nothing on 14 hits for the Athletics. Another runner at third right now with 2 outs.
Throw by Adam, I think, with the jump that Davis had. Everything has to go perfect if you're going to throw him out, and he probably should have eat that instead of rushing the throw, having a tail out in the center field.
Check swing, he went 2-2. Two and two, runner at third, 2 outs. A's have had a base hit each and every inning. Only twice have they not had multiple hit innings. Full count to Ellis. Crooked numbers there. Back to back here. 5th and 6th innings. Sweeney will throw out Ellis, but more damage done by the Athletics. A 2-run homer by Carter. The big blow in the inning. The Athletics now have a 7-0 lead. I got one uncle that does watch. One of North America's most scenic cities, Seattle. That's a great shot by our FSN crew here. As the Mariners, they've got, remember my old man saying this, a long road to hoe. Down 7-0. 14 hits for the Athletics. Gio Gonzalez, they had him on the ropes big time. He walked the bases loaded in the 4th, and they stayed that way. The Mariners have just 3 hits, none since the 3rd inning. Smoke with the double to left and a walk, followed by Moore and Mangini, 4, 5, and 6. Dallas 3-1. He's got the big lead. His control is not what he would like. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Way upstairs. Let's check with Angie Mente. Nothing like some good baseball drama. Last weekend, New York and Tampa Bay tied. You've got San Diego taking on the Giants over the weekend. Giants' magic number is 1. Up 3 with 3 to play. Adam Moore tonight has struck out looking and walked. Play for Suzuki.
.88 pitches for Gonzalez, probably his last inning, I would think. And all these guys, everybody has expanded rosters. You want to get some of these guys some experience in pitching with a lead like this. Probably his last inning.
Good breaking ball. Strikes out Adam Moore. That's strikeout number 6.
Good pitcher. Mangini.
One thing we know about this A's ball club, they've got some good pitching.
They do. Young pitching. Mariners going to see it in this series too. Cahill, Brett Anderson, and Dallas Braden, the senior. I think he's what, 27 years old.
27, yeah. He's the old man.
Yeah.
Genie fouls one off. And Genie laid down his first big league sacrifice bunt, 4th inning, moved 2 runners up. Smoke and Moore had walked down to 2nd and 3rd, but they were left there. 0-2.
I find it interesting, you know, with all the talk about Felix today, and you think back when he started, how they just grew his innings to where he's at now. You go back and you look at some of these A's. Brett Anderson, he was hurt sometime this year, but only 105 innings. Braden, 187. Cahill, 189.
Wow. And Genie the other way for a base hit. First Safeco Field hit for him.
Look at the swing from Matt. Gets a fastball up and out over the plate.
Bring up Holman. Greg Holman open for 2. Lined out hard to the 3rd baseman. Struck out on 3 pitches.
All 3 pitches were sliders down and in. He's ended up swinging over the top of them. See if he can either one lay off of it or get one elevated to hit hard.
Curacao, his mother's from Holland. Grew up early years over there and also down in the Dutch Caribbean. He's got a sister, 6'4½". Makes a good living playing pro basketball in Italy.
He looks like he can play some basketball.
Yep.
Good athlete.
Ball and 2 strikes. 2 on. Didn't hold up.
Same pitches again. Yeah, same pitches. Down and in with the breaking ball. Not able to lay off of it. Part of the learning experience that they're all going through, Dave. All these young guys. It's a game of adjustments, and that's what they're going to have to learn. And I'm sure Alonzo Powell, who had these guys in the minor leagues, consistently talking to them all the time about that. Sometimes the toughest question you ask the guys is, what were you thinking? What was the plan? What were you thinking? And what it does is it gets the guys thinking about every pitch, every at-bat, and that's where you want them to go so they can make those adjustments.
Alonzo speaking with Mike Karp. Blew out his arch a few days ago. He's done for this back end of the season. Up high. Ball 1-1. That's a good question. I hear coaches ask that in all the sports, but it's really apropos here. The mind games in this sport are so much different from any other sport going.
Well, I think it is, and it's for the simple fact that you do it every single day. You don't get breaks, and when you're struggling, you're exposed. It's just a matter of getting things worked out to where you can get that turned around.
Blows away Saunders. That'll do it for the Mariners. 100 pitches exactly for Gio Gonzalez. He racks up 3 strikeouts in the inning and strands 2. 7-0 A's. Seven nothing, and earlier today the Mariners organization decided to shut down Felix Hernandez. He will not start in the Sunday finale. Jack Zarenzik, the GM, explains why.
At the age of 24 years of age, we think that as we move forward in this organization, he's the centerpiece of what we're doing. He's certainly, in our opinion, the best pitcher in the league. And I wish the circumstances were different. And we had a nice discussion today, and I sat him down, talked to him, and talked to the whole staff, Major League staff as well. But again, it's just the last game of the season with what he's done. We'd like him just to prepare for next year as we move forward and focus on the things that are ahead of us.
So Felix, his numbers in the books. at 13-12 and a 2.27 ERA. Jack Cust pulls one down to Smoke. He'll take care of it. 1 out. Felix numbers. Check out the ranking. Far right side. Good stuff. Last in run support.
I think 3,700 pitches gives you an idea of why Jack decided to shut him down. He's done enough.
She was at 209 scoreless frames.
Oh, the year he's had was remarkable, really, when you think about it. And I appreciate the fact that he was able to hold it together with that. The last number you saw was the lack of run support. His ground ball was from Josh. He'll throw Suzuki out, but the fact that he maintained his cool, never pointed a finger, and just kept grinding them all out. 7, 8 innings, 9 innings was what he would do.
And how about the games where he had something left in the tank and they sat him down? I mean, he could have thrown at least another 30 innings this year. Easy, right?
Yeah, and I don't think that's the issue. And it's not an issue of him going out and pitching again Sunday and get another 5 to 8 innings, whatever it was going to be. It's the long-term, down-the-road effect of 238 innings last year, 250 innings this year.
With the team that's won 61 games?
Exactly. And so what's the point of it? And I'm with everybody else. I would have loved to seen him pitch on Sunday. I know the fans would have, but what's in the best interest of that young man at 24 years old in this organization that made a commitment to him this past winter?
Right, he's got, 4 more years in a deal after this one. Scooty puts that one away. Nice crisp inning by Brian Sweeney. Nothing across. So 0 on the board for the Athletics. They lead 7-0. All right, Angie, 16,940 on hand here at Safeco Field as the Mariners and the A's wrap up the 2010 season. It's been all athletics tonight. 5th and 6th innings. They send 16 men to the plate, get 7 runs on 8 hits, and leave 2. So Gio Gonzalez is out here again for the 7th. He faces Josh Wilson, Ichiro Figgins, 9-1-2. Did Mazzaro back with the big club. Warming up. Gonzalez in the 6th inning, a walk and 3 strikeouts, and gave up a base hit next in. Gonzalez 8 Ks, 5 walks. Anthony Favaro saw him make his debut on the road. He saw that side left field's pitch. Yes, for entertainment value, I understand, but that's not gonna happen. Get your tickets now for 2011. No Felix will be the opening day pitcher. 2-2 to Josh Wilson again, who has a base hit to right. Fly out the center. Mariners 6-9 against the Athletics this year. They have won 11 of the last 13 here in Seattle. There's a 2. Did not go. Count is run forward. Ichiro's on deck. 1 for 3. Hit number 209. Right to Derek Barton. 1 down. Take a look at our steal cut above the rest. And Ichiro, pre-game ceremony, celebrated for picking up his 200th hit. CEO Howard Lincoln. That's the game in which he did it. Folks at Area 51 are happy. Chuck Armstrong, club president, GM Jack Sorensen. One to Ichiro. Picked up his 7th assist of the season. 3rd inning, he threw out Chris Carter at the plate. That sinking line drive, made an attempt at it, couldn't come up with it, but boy, alertly just came up firing. Adam Moore had the ball waiting for Carter coming to the plate, tagged him out easily. Pennington knows he had to hustle. He throws it away.
I'm not sure that was Pennington or was Barton. Looked like Barton slipped as he tried to go stretch out to get it. I think the ball was thrown wide first, at least not by a lot. Take a look at it. Ichiro just slaps it to the shortstop. Pennington comes in, gets it in good shape. He has a strong arm, gets rid of it quickly.
Oh, he slipped.
Yeah.
He eats that alive.
That'll be Pennington's error.
Yeah, Bart knows him one. Speaking of owing, did you see in the NFL the other day? Remember, was it Des Bryant didn't want to go through the hazing activities with the Cowboys, and they got him the other day?
Right.
Hey, kid, take the boys out to dinner. You see what it ran them? $54,000 in change. Hopefully that was the tip included.
So that like you feel bad for him.
Hardly.
Next time they'll carry the pads, I bet.
Yeah, my point. Got a lot of guaranteed money up front. You'll get one here, if that. Well, Barton saves Pennington that time. Figgins can't believe he was rung up by Paul Emmett.
Well, take a look at it. He has to come in to get another ball chopped out in front of the plate. Double clutches. Ooh, it looked like he beat it out.
You see Mike Brumley, the base coach, say it's safe. There's the ball. That's
Real close. Maybe it did get him.
Yeah. A couple of hairs. 2 outs for Gutierrez with Ichiro at second. For 3 tonight. 1 for 5 yesterday. Big 2-run double at Texas in the 5th. Gonzalez pretty inconsistent with that breaking action.
Oh, a lot of them though.
Sure it is. Doing one. A lot of pitches here in the 7th. Gonzalez is going 3-1 to Gutierrez. On deck, Justin Smoke. Gonzalez, 2 outs here in the 7th. Back it up as Davis puts it away. Mariners are done here in the 7th. So Gio Gonzalez, he probably wishing he'd be a little bit sharper, but he's got a 7-0 lead. Nothing to complain about. Sounds like you've put in a bid for that one, huh? Trying to hold it to yourself. 7-0 Athletics. Jeremy Hermida, Chris Carter, Cliff Pennington, bottom third of the order. Anthony Vivaro, first appearance here at Safeco Field. We saw him in Toronto and in Tampa. Looper left field. Hallman's there, 1 out. Anthony, in his most recent appearance, Mike, he struggled a little bit. But the first time, he was very impressive.
Struggled with his command his last time out. That's a nice breaking ball. Fastball of 91, 93 miles an hour.
And that was on Monday. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, all around, 2 walks for striking. Chris Carter homered last time out, and I mean he homered. 1-0 pitch from Doug Fister. Rocket left field seats. Pitch for Vivaro in his first outing as we check out the in-game box score brought to you by Jack in the Box. It's an offensive onslaught, everybody but Suzuki thus far in Pennington. Swing and a miss as he gets rid of Carter. A lot of carnage unleashed by the A's tonight. But Vivaro in that first appearance, that was Friday at Tampa. Pitched a scoreless inning, a walk and 2 strikeouts. 2 great curveballs to strike out Sean Rodriguez and Matt Joyce. Pennington. out of Staten Island, New York. Went to St. John's University. Better known for its basketball over the years, but Viola, John Franco, a couple of recent alums there. C.J. Nikowski was with Detroit and a few other clubs. He went to St. John's as well. Back with a strike. Two. Rajay Davis awaits.
Looks like at times he has pretty good sink to his fastball. Sometimes he tries to overthrow it a little bit. But getting back on the count. Nice run on his fastball. It's 2-seam.
Long drive, deep right field. Ichiro's watching this one leave the yard. Got a pitch up in Pennington's eyes, and he crunched it. 6th home run for Cliff, his 45th RBI. 8-0 Athletics on 15 hits.
Well, you said it, Dave. That last pitch was up in the zone, straightened out on him. Pennington jumped all over it on a 3-2 count. Take a look at it. Pitch is up and it's straight.
Rajay Davis fouled it into the glove of Adam Moore. 2nd home run by the Athletics tonight. They come out of the 8-hole and the 9-hole. Carter and Pennington. One hit hard, base hit. Rajay Davis on a 1-1. He's aboard. 2 outs, a run in. And on. Davis, what a night. 4 hits. 4 for 5, all singles. He spread them out too. 1 to right, 2 to center, 1 to left. And a run scored. Derek Barton. Couple of hits. 2 for 4. Tough go for Doug Pfister in the 5th inning. Gave up a leadoff single to Hermida. Then got 2 outs and had 4 hits, and none of them went more than 140 feet. 4 runs scored.
Well, Varro thought he was going to have a quick inning against the first couple of hitters. Second out was a strikeout of Carter. Now he's struggling again. Home run and a base hit. Now he's behind 2-0.
Make it 3-0. And it's all yours, big fella, because there's nobody warming up right now. Mark Ellis on deck. Let's see how tight Mr. Barton has his shoes tied, because he's going to try to jump out of them right here.
Well, hopefully they'll get the 2-seamer down, get a ground ball.
Another walk for Derek Barton, his first of the leader in the major leagues. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, a run in. Here comes Carl Willis, the pitching coach. This word, Scott's Products. Keep your lawn lush and green. Visit Lowe's for a chance to win a VIP World Series experience. Compliments of Scott's. Who you got? Giants, Padres. Giants are to get some really good momentum going. The Padres not hitting well. They lose 1-0 today. And of late, the hitting's really been problematic.
I don't see them sweeping the Giants, do you?
No. Yankees play in Boston over the weekend. Tampa Bay loses tonight, so they're tied. Up for grabs the American League East title. Who you got?
I like Tampa. Seems like New York has, even though Boston's had its struggles this year, it was earlier, right? Boston was putting it to them. I like Tampa to win the East.
Maybe pitching outside of Cecil. Wow.
He's going to end up with the best record in the American League. Minnesota loses again. They lost big to Toronto, 13-2.
Well, Toronto put up 13. How many home runs? There's got to be 4 or 5 home runs. We got to get a check on that.
Batista probably added again.
2 home runs. Batista hit 2? Jeez. Yeah. Davis finally moved. No throw. A wild pitch. Gets Davis to third. 1-1 to Mark Ellis.
Hey, Garrett, pull the catcher. He doesn't want to play.
Ellis to left field. Hallman going back. He's there. Home run by Pennington. 2 men left. And it's all Oakland, 8-0. Very comfortable night here at Safeco Field. Not comfortable if you're a Mariner fan, though. 8-0 Athletics. New left fielder is the veteran Gabe Gross. The new pitcher, Ben Mazzaro. He's been up and down with the ball club a few times. He called from AAA in the middle of September.
See his numbers, 120 innings pitched for him. 79 strikeouts, 49 walks. He's given up 19 home runs. That's a lot of home runs for 120 innings pitched.
Smoke more in Mangini. 4th time Smoke has led off an inning. To the gap right center field. A base hit. Two hits, 2 for 2 for Smoke. He's got a double, 2 walk sandwich in between, and a base hit.
He's been a lot more aggressive, don't you think, over the last week? Seems like he's ready to hit when he leaves the on-deck circle.
Right.
Why not get a fastball and turn it loose?
It's paying off for him. 2 night. Couple strikeouts for Adam Moore. There's a wild. Big Smoke will get down to second. Gio Gonzalez's night, 118 pitches, 73 for strikes.
Yeah, he struggled through. Look at that, 5 walks with the 8 strikeouts, but he was behind in counts all night long. Ended up working out fine for him, though. Didn't give up any runs.
Probably the turning point for Gio Gonzalez in the 4th inning. Walked the first 2 men. Mangini sacrifices him over. Holman strikes out on 3 pitches. Walks Saunders on a long at bat, and then gets Wilson fly out the center to end the threat. 5th inning then, and that was after the Athletics had put 4 on the board in the top half of the 3-1. Moore's aboard. Let's get the latest from Angie Mentek. That will be difficult. Thank you, Angie.
Bob Guerin going out, having a conversation with Mazzaro. It was short and to the point.
Well, you had your hearing device on. What did your spies tell you that he was saying to him?
I think it was, son, we had to send you out a couple of times this year because of what you're doing right now. We're up 8-0, throwing strikes. Probably be the best way to go.
There's one. Mazzaro covers, safe.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, you have good sources. Mangini puts it in play. He's aboard the fielder's choice.
He hit it hard. It's a nice play by Barton. Mangini runs well, too. I thought maybe they would be able to turn 2 on this. Adam, you might want to get down.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get one right in the face.
Ooh.
No, he's nowhere close, so you're better off just peeling off or something.
Absolutely.
You don't want to run.
I'll never forget the first time I really paid notice to this. I guess I was a kid and we were at a game, and it was against the Braves, and a guy hit a bullet to the second base on one hopper. And Henry Aaron was, at first, he ran into right field. There was no chance, and he just came out. Nope, I don't have it, and got out of the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, Adam's fortunate that Pennington, who has a really good arm, was able to get around him. But sometimes it's not their job. It's not the shortstop's job to work around you. Sometimes you have to protect yourself. So either get down or get out of the way. Like I said, he wasn't even close. What was he, halfway down there? Just peel to the inside.
Absolutely.
Protect yourself a little bit.
It's not worth wearing.
And that looked like that went right over the top of his head.
Because it did.
Yeah.
Man, that's scary. 2-2. Holman's was bedeviled by Gio Gonzalez. Slider down and in his last 2 times up. Second time he's hit the ball hard tonight. And he got down the line nicely. And the Mariners get on the board.
Looked like Markella slipped coming across the base and ended up double clutching, and that's why Holman was able to beat it out. Take another look at ball hit hard again by Holman. Easy play. Should be an easy double play. You can see him stumble. Hey, what? Holman gets down the line in a hurry, doesn't he? He runs well.
You can see the promise is there. The other thing too, as we've said, it's one of those kids with the it factor kind of personality, and you hope that he can start producing at some point, because you're going to really enjoy being around this kid. Saunders 0 for 2. Walk and strikeout. Fly ball center field for Davis. Mariners do get on the board. 8 in the books, 8-1 Oakland. Athletics over the Mariners here at Safeco Field. 9th inning. Here's Jack Cuss to lead it off against Anthony Bavaro. Anthony gave up a home run to Cliff Pennington back in the 8th inning. Oakland scored 5 of their 8 runs with 2 outs. Runners in scoring position. Cashed in for 9. 16 hits. Season high is 18 on June 8th against the Angels.
Anybody handle the Phillies?
Well, I tell you what, they're healthy. They're rolling. Moreover, Halladay, Oswalt, and Hamels. Hello.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
And they got home field all the way through. So through the World Series, given the National League won the All-Star game. They're going to be real tough. People, from what I've read and from what people tell me, Hamels is back where he was 2 years ago.
Well, I think it's another example that year going through the postseason and doing what he did. We've been talking about innings. I think a lot of people felt like the next year, last year,
he hit the wall.
He hit a wall just because of the year that he had to put together before that.
Remember, he went very deep in the World Series, the playoffs of the World Series. His Cuss turns a walk. Yeah, hopefully, our guys Mike Sweeney and Raul Ibanez good chance. Well, I know Raul, he's going to start. Hopefully, Sweeney, maybe he comes off the bench.
We'll get some opportunities.
Yes, sir. That'd be great. See him the other day after they clinched. He says, usually this time I'm up in Montana doing some fly fishing. Not this year. Suzuki 0 for 4. He's a player without a hit. Touch base with Angie Mentic. All righty. That's a party up in the booth. Come on up. One out, one on. Kevin Kuzminoff, the hitter. 2-hit night for him. A run scored. With the curveball. Around the time this young man was drafted, he underwent Tommy John surgery, so he's come a long ways over the last few years. No advancement. 1-2. Talking about some of the races, you got the San Diego's. Oh, that was strike three. The San Diego's are going to be at the San Francisco's. Giants up 3-3 to play. The Rays at Kansas City and the Yankees at Boston starting tomorrow. Two outs. Here's Shermita. Second base umpire, boy, Gohan partially blocked Josh Wilson, but Josh hangs in there and makes a play. Bottom 9 coming up, 8-1 A's.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Well, here we go. Bottom of the 9th inning. Bottom of the order. Josh Wilson then to the top. Ichiro and Figgins against Vin Mazzaro. Mazzaro gave up a run in the 8th. Josh Wilson tonight 1 for 3. Strike 1. Four-run 5th, a 3-run 6th, and a run in the 8th for the Athletics. 2 home runs on the night. Big blast by rookie Chris Carter. 2-run shot in the 6th. Pennington, a solo home run in the 8th. All right, it was worth it. Young man hanging out. Go home with a baseball. Scoreless game through 4 tonight. Doug Fister, beneficiary of double plays in the 1st and 2nd inning. 3rd inning, Ichiro gunned the guy down at the plate. Things looking pretty good. Mariners load them up in the 4th, though, can't score. 5th inning, 4 runs, 5 hits for the Athletics. All the damage coming with 2 outs. 3 more in the 6th. Davis will put this one away. 1 out.
Regular Ichiro Suzuki.
Bring up Ichiro for the 5th and final time tonight. He's base hit on a 1-0 pitch, leading off the home first. That's it. Reached on a fielder's choice, wide to center, and reached on an error by Pennington, shortstop. Strike 1 from Mazzaro. Hit an empty seat. Thank goodness didn't hit anybody. One, 2. Pick. Chicho wins that race. That's a good play by Barton and Mazzaro. Base hit.
Nice play by Mazzaro to go there. I think Barton would have been better served to let Ellis field that ball. Take a look at it. Comes up. Nice catch. You can see Ellis right behind him. It would have been a much easier play for him. Chicho just beats it.
Same kind of play that cost Galarraga Detroit a perfect game, because if Cabrera lets that one go and the second baseman fielded it, it's an easy 4-3 and the game's over with a perfected. 1 out, 1 on. Higgins, the hitter. Three with a walk tonight. Tonight, 0 for 4. Run on 6 hits for the Mariners. 8 runs on 16 hits for the A's. Strikes. 2 outs, 1 on. Pitch from Mazzaro. It's past Suzuki. Wild pitch. Second wild pitch tonight for Mazzaro. Two, 2 outs, and it's second. Fly ball right field. Going back Hermida, he's got it. That is the ball game. A's win it in dominant fashion, 8-1. Mariners have now lost 98 games. They fall to 6-10 against the Athletics.
Athletics tonight, 16 hits. Doug Fister, a tough outing for him. Back in the 5th inning, a lot of infield hits. Things just not going well for him. He balked in a run. Ended up giving up a 2-run home run in the 6th. So Doug, not a good outing for him in his last one of the year. Overall, he pitched well for the Mariners. We all know that. And I'm sure he'll be in the rotation next year, helping the Mariners win, hopefully, a bunch more games.
You bet. 6-14, the final record for Doug Fister. Gio Gonzalez goes to 15-9. Let's get the Brett Adams.
Dave, Mike, thank you very much. So the A's win game 1 of the set. The Mariners lose their